So you're here to learn how to be a better runner, right? Well, before we start, let me ask you a few questions. If I asked you to sketch a runner, would you draw one that looked more like this, or this? Most people we ask draw one like this. Why is this the image we have stuck in our head? How about this? If I asked you to write down 5 words that you associate with running, would you have a list that looked more like this one? Or a list that looked more like this one? Chances are this one. Moving on. Sprinting is a different style from jogging, right? Actually, it's not. In fact, different styles of running have nothing to do with speed or distance. How about an easier one? There are 3 different foot strikes in running: the heel strike, the midfoot strike, and the forefoot strike. What type of runner are you? Actually, the better question should be, could you define them? Let's talk numbers. Did you know that 82% of recreational runners heel strike? How about the fact that 85% of runners get injured annually? Isn't there something we can do? I got it. How about learning how to run? The dictionary defines running as a pace faster than walking, 1 foot in front of the other, moving from point A to point B. Does that tell you how to run? It's pretty ambiguous, isn't it? Wait, I know. We're talking about biomechanics. Well, that definition can be just as confusing. Try and follow along with this. In biomechanics, the demarcation between walking and running occurs when periods of double support during the stance phase of the gait cycle, both feet are simultaneously in contact with the ground, give way to 2 periods of double float at the beginning and the end of the swing phase of gait. Neither foot is touching the ground. Generally, as speed increases further, initial contact changes from being on the hind foot to the forefoot. Did that make it any clearer? If that doesn't teach you how to run, then what does? Well, the answer is running is a skill. Just like pitching in baseball or swinging a club in golf, it must be taught and worked on daily. Enter the pose method. It is a systematic approach to teaching running technique. As you go forward, you'll learn how this method applies to running and other sports.